So, just like in usual fashion, I didn't record me finally putting this back together. So this is the sling that goes with the old Holmes units. It's how you're able to hold on and tow a lot of cars out without dangling them off, just like using the cables. The sling does, usually you look for cars with steel bumpers, gonna go up right on the outside of this, and then you lift up a car's bumper with some chains that gonna go under. So I'll go show you guys what it's about, but this one in particular, I shortened it. It was too long and pretty much stuck way far out, so shortened it all up, re-welded on the ends, drilled out a bunch of adjustable holes in this, because usually these are adjustable, so you're able to slide them in and out. But no, that's kind of exciting. I'm happy that that part is done, and gonna go see how it acts with the weight of a car on it. Good news is this is a junk car, and you're gonna understand why here in a sec, why you need a metal bumper when you pick up on these, because this bumper's about to take some heat. Sweet, it's about the angle that I wanted it. Truck takes it like a champ. This one the fire department came in and cut up. So I'm just gonna stuff it right back in its little spot right here. Okay, day 2 of my days off. I've decided, my neighbor one time he had asked me, I should say my landlord, he had asked me about trying to move. There's this combine that's like growing into the ground on the upper part of the property. It's been a little while since I've seen it, probably about like 7-8 years. So I wanted to go down and take a look at it. So instead of starting and taking that, got the ATV warming up over there, and Mac is gonna go for a run, and we're gonna go check it out really quick just to see what it's going to entail to get it moved back up to the top of the property where it can be dealt with. Think they're gonna sell it or something like that. So let's get it up here, or go down there, take a look at it and see what we're dealing with, and then go from there. Keep going. Reason why I need to start with the whole kid thing here soon too. Need some of them gate openers. I think that's what everybody uses them for. Take a look at and see what we're dealing with over here. Okay, so this is one thing that he wants to go up. I think that's a manual till, so I should be able to move that. And then this is the other culprit, which I was gonna say I probably am better off grabbing it from the back somehow and hanging it off the back and getting it up that way. I might just be doing some till work on the way back up. That might always be an option. And let's go back and gather up some tools and gather up the truck, and we'll come right back down and then we'll start pulling some stuff up. Well, because I don't have my J-hook chains in yet because the delivery man is never on time, I stole a chain out of my gooseneck. So hopefully that'll work. Hello, glad you could join us. And we're gonna drive down there and see what we can start doing here. And see if we can make some things move. Get some drone shots maybe even. Ooh. First order is let's get, I think this plow is going to be the easier thing to move. So I'm going to get this thing, we're going to winch it over to me, kind of get it out of the weeds here and see if we can't get it lifted up. I know a lot of these, like I said, these older ones, they have manual flip on them so you can get them up a little bit higher, because I know that those tires are not going to hold air because the valves are so far sucked into them that you can't even see them in the wheel anymore. So let's get the winch line pulled out, get this thing out of the weeds, and work from there. Give the old open road winch some miles, see if it's got what it takes. Nothing like some puppy dove, huh? Mr. Heavy Breather over here. Dude's always taking all my air. Oh yeah. She's unearthing for sure. This thing has been in the ground for a while. Alright, switched over to the boom winch so we can get some pick here. See if we can't get that on there. In fact, we might even use both winches and honestly just bring that over. Alright. Well, I totally forgot another pin to put in here, so we're going to pull off one of the sling pins, and then hopefully that is going to be good enough to be able to hold the weight of this. Or at least pull it up. I guess if not, then we'll just have a bent pin that I can just deal with later. Oh yeah. Nice and ugly. I'm gonna see if this little pin's gonna survive. It might not, but in fact, to try to help out the load on this, I'll probably just leave it hooked up to the boom. That way it's got a way of holding some of that off and there's not so much pressure right there. But man, I think we're ready to go. Let's see what this thing does. See if we can make it out of here. Oh yeah, no problem. We might even till on the way up. Who knows? I'll have to be a farmer Zach now. Implement down. I have him supervising, telling me what to do the whole time. What a boss, huh? Now we go back down and then we go see if we can get the combine up here and then get it right beside it, which would work out great. You know, for me being such an anti-synthetic line kind of tow guy, old school tow guy, I will say the nice thing with the synthetic line is I don't have to wear gloves with all this, because for one, your hands aren't going to get super cold because you're not holding on to steel, because it's just a bunch of rope, you know, soft and doesn't splinter in your hands. Because if you are a tow guy, you have ran cable into your hands at least once, and it's not fun, and you know it's not fun. You get that cold feeling where it really freaking hurts. Oh yeah, that's no bueno. Let's see if we can't get this piece of equipment moving. All right, let's back up to it, get hooked up, and take our combine up to the top. Oh boy. Time to let this sling do its thing. get her untied here. Still need to come up with a way of having it tied up a little bit more. Just better than this. I mean, it's a good time and all, taking it all apart, but let's get her lined up, get her hooked up, and get going. All right, dog chain, it's time to shine. Let's see what you're made out of. Not the dog. Dog chain. This thing is airborne. We are gonna get going, get on the road. It's probably gonna make the ground flat as we go, but that's all right. We're just making highways around here, just with farm implements. It's kind of a normal thing. This thing, we were going, man. What sucks is this turns into a hill as you go up, and we were making pretty good distance, but this is where we stopped. Pretty much dragging this whole thing. We've made a nice runway all the way over here though. But yeah, nothing is moving. So Jeff is getting the tractor, and he is actually going to push from this side, and then we're going to keep going on our journey up. Well guys, mission accomplished. Equipment is up here. You look over there, we got the plow, we got the combine with a little bit of help from Jeff. Got the tractor and helped kind of lift up the front a little bit. And I guess it only helped for a little bit and then it had stalled out. So got it to this point, got the truck wrapped up. I think Mac is in there driving. Maybe he's actually passenger for once. Yep, he's hanging out as passenger. And I am going to go back over to my shop. I gotta get a transmission ripped out of this Acura. So I got other things to do. Until next time, you guys, I will find some more adventurous things and have you guys hang out. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it. As a small channel, I'm trying to make my way. And so you guys are just gonna see the random weird things that I can film every once in a while. You guys have a Merry Christmas if I don't film anything up until that point. There's some frosty, beautiful mountains. I mean, it is 70 degrees down here, but till next time, guys.